So today I'm going to show you how to use the doTERRA Essential Oil Balance on your animals. I'm going to show you on my own cat and my own dog, as well as the horse that I'm leasing, Dallas, how to apply it to align the energies in your own animal. I really like this blend because it's a little bit of a primer for using other oils. You can use it before using other oils on your animals, and it also helps to essentially balance them. I think it really has something to do with the blood flow and lymph flow in their bodies, and with horses they really seem to like it. So today I'm going to show you little snippets of how to balance your own animals. I hope you like it.
Okay, so this is Lyra. She is a 15-year-old domestic short-haired cat. She has had asthma and a heart murmur her whole life and recently was diagnosed with epilepsy of unknown origin. She is very sensitive to oils, being that she's a cat and she's also an older cat. And so when we balance her, we're going to use 1 drop of balance and mix it in with about between a teaspoon and a tablespoon of fractionated coconut oil. So we're going to do 1 drop of that, just 1 drop. And mix it in with some coconut oil. And with cats, and we're going to go clockwise, rub our hands together clockwise a few times. And if you can smell the oil, that means it's working. And really, that you can have very little residue left on your hands when you balance a cat, and that'll still be very effective. So with her, what we'll do is we'll put 1 hand above her shoulders like this, and 1 across her sacrum like this. And I just rub her. She's kind of a grumpy old lady and doesn't like to be touched very much. And so we'll do it as long as she'll tolerate it. And then be done with our balance for her. The other thing you can do is pet it in, or you can mix a little bit of balance in with some baking soda, let it sit overnight, and then sprinkle it into their little litter box. That's a really good way to get oils into cats. And that's how you balance a cat. Alright, this is Logan. He is my 8-year-old Scottish Terrier puppy dog, and we're going to balance him today. He loves being balanced, and he loves essential oils, and he loves being petted. So he's really an easy one to work on, actually. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our balance. You can dilute it for smaller dogs. With him, I'm just going to use 2 drops. And I don't dilute it with him. You always want to start out diluting a little bit more with your animals. Diluting it with the fractionated coconut oil, but we've balanced him several times and he's not super sensitive to the oils. So if we, just like this, is the location that we want to put it. And with him, we're just going to hold it until our hands feel equal. So with the balancing, usually what I do is I feel 1 hand feels a little bit colder than the other one. With him, my right hand right now is a little bit colder than my left hand. He just got in from outside, so he was running around. He does have some issues with his back end. He has luxating patellas and a little bit of arthritis. So that's not uncommon to feel that with him. We're just going to hold it until both hands feel the same, or until he gives up, but he would let me just do this all day long. So in balancing Logan, we did 2 drops. I rubbed my hands together in a clockwise motion 3 times, and I put 1 hand over his sacrum and 1 hand over his shoulders, and we are balancing him like this. He's very relaxed and happy. You never want to use oils to make your animals feel uncomfortable. Alright, and now they feel even, so you're all done. All done. Go Dallas. He's the horse that I'm racing, and we're going to balance him today. With horses, you can use a lot more balance. First, I always let him smell and get the aromatherapy part of it. And then I drop some along their spine, starting from their tail up to their head, about 6 drops. And then we rub that in a clockwise motion, rubbing in. And then I take 6 drops. And he's licking and chewing, accepting the oils. And then we'll just rest it on his sacrum. Starting with the sacrum, and then we'll move up to the withers. And then finally with his pole. And just like with the small animals, you just hold the hands in place until they feel about the same. This is a really good way to bond with your horse. Obviously with this one you want to stand in a safe place where you won't get kicked. And then we're going to move up to the withers, and we're going to do 6 drops again. You can see he really likes this. Horses, when they like something, they do a lot of licking and chewing. And he's looking at me, seeing what I'm doing. And then we're going to just go up on his withers, kind of over his shoulders. And we're going to do the same thing. Alright, and finally, I think you want some. Big sigh. And finally, we're going to take 6 drops. And we're going to go on his pole, right behind his ears. Some horses don't really tolerate this. This is not necessary. You can skip this step if you want to. I like it. It's kind of like hugging your horse. And he's really good about it. So. Then next you can balance their hooves, their legs, by doing 3 drops on each coronet. So we're going to do 3 drops. And you just rub it into the coronet and on the inside of the legs. So around here, make sure you get the back and the front, and the sides all the way around, and then up the leg like this. It gets into their bloodstream, makes them feel very relaxed. You can do it on all 4 feet, and then he's all balanced. And that is it.